we were never married. We were never married. We never shared the bedroom for one day. The only time you will invite me to your bedroom is when you want us to have a child. So what is this crying? I've been quiet. 12
My correct people them no be small thing that the freeze wife don't come out to come talk the story of her failed marriage before she come move over to Daddy Freeze. My correct people them, this is the clear definition of trouble in paradise. You go see some people, they live their life. You go say, oh, I tap. Meanwhile, the people that won't come and live their life, yo. Ew. My correct people, then this matter they tell us, so it is not a small matter that the Freeze wife don't come out, can't tell us. Wetin shele will make her leave her previous marriage, where the man now just they fly from court to court. Now, wow, he can't kuku be say, now that the Freeze where she can't kuku marry, we be say he self no they hear. If una see this that the Freeze wife, una go no say, in fact, she looks cool-headed. She looks cool-headed, and a person will be saying she no really there into wahala. Now she can't go pair with Daddy Freeze. Daddy Freeze will get time for wahala. No be smart, no my correct people them. Now, courts don't say, oh yeah, Daddy Freeze pay 5 million. To this woman, ex-husband, because you start to the knack am before divorce. Daddy Freeze say lie in the innocent. Saying go rather bond that 5 million with lawyers. He himself on the show in watches. When we are say you see these watches, they are over 100 million. He can't do live video yesterday. Gone the test style like say in the run come off for house. He can't test style. They direct the camera. They show us luxury cars. Wait there for their compound. See this other one too. And if you dey follow this series, you go know say him and his wife they don't do video. Where then they travel, they enjoy luxury. Una know Nigerians, sometimes when people they see you like say you know hold bad, them they hold bad, they go won't come intimidate you. So more listen to waiting the wife talk.
For 10 years, I was an executive nanny to my children. I wasn't your wife. I was an executive nanny. My role was to give back to children, nurture the children, take them to Disneyland every year, and show up for your cocktail dinners, well dressed up, dripping in gold, looking good. That was my job. And you will showcase me, oh, this is my wife. Have you met my wife? That was my job to you for 10 years. That was my duty to you for 10 years. And when I got tired and I woke up at 32, I said, no, I want to know what it feels like to be married. I want to know what it feels like to be loved. I told you I was leaving you. And I told you that I wasn't just leaving you, that I'm going to leave you so that I can be in a better relationship. That I desire to know what it feels like to actually be married. I told you that. I desire to be married, to know what it feels like to be married. Because I was never married for one day. On paper, we were married, but we were never married.
So she can't tell say the adultery tag for her forehead, where people don't carry, they fly, they go. Say no be the reason for the divorce. So say now she filed for divorce because of their different sexual orientation. Say the guy na Gabriel, we gonna listen.
Promoting false narratives to suppress known truths. You can only suppress the truth for a while, but you can never ever suppress it forever. You can never suppress the truth forever, especially when there are documented facts. When there are evidence in papers, in video recordings, in text messages, you can't suppress the truth forever. You can only try to suppress it for a while to a gullible set of people.
Like I said, I am not here to explain anything to anyone other than the fact that the adultery tag on my forehead is not the reason why I filed for a divorce. I filed for a divorce. I filed from my ex based on different
orientation. He's still alive. He has messages, there are evidence, there are letters. At any point in time, the Supreme Court can subpoena MTN. Oh yes, they can subpoena MTN and bring forward text messages. If need be, that can be done in court. So, I am not worried about all those things, but I am more concerned about women that think that because they are going through divorce. It's like saying presently, if you, Eduche, should date, she will decide that she wants to start dating, she is committing adultery, right? Legally, they will say, Eduche is committing adultery because her divorce is not yet final. But is she still practically married to you? The answer is no, they are not, right? So any woman that files for a divorce and decides to start dating is an adulteress. But any man that files for a divorce can go ahead and remarry even before that divorce is finalized. Men can remarry even without filing for a divorce from their ex-wives. Men can remarry even without asking permission from their wives. But women cannot date after filing for a divorce. That is the country we live in. And that is why I am doing this live. You see, this narrative has to change. This narrative has to change. Women are not slaves. When a woman files for a divorce from a man, she's no longer married to that man. And the divorce is taking years to happen. If that woman should find love, she has every right to be happy in that relationship. And if that comes with a price tag of being called an adulteress, wear the adulteress tag with a crown. Wear it boldly with a crown. I'd rather be called an adulteress for filing for a divorce, moving on with my life as a single woman and dating, than to be in a marriage where I am cheating. We have so many married women out there that are in their marriages, but they are dating. They are in their marriages, they are having affairs, they are in their marriages, they are bringing children that do not belong to their husbands into the marriage. But guess what? They are married. It is called Lagos marriage, Abuja marriage of understanding. The man has his side chicks, the woman has her boyfriend, but they are married. I would rather, as a woman, stay 100% faithful to my husband. And the moment I feel the marriage is over, I will file for a divorce and move on with my life. And if moving on with my life after filing for a divorce gives me the tag adulteress, I will wear it with a crown. My ex is listening to this. If I were so bad, if I was such an adulteress, it is 12 years since I left you. Can you leave me and my new husband? Let us have peace. You've been going about crying for the past 12 years. They stole your wife. Making me look like a commodity, like a piece of furniture that has no voice. I am a human being. I am a woman. I have a voice. I am not a piece of furniture for any man to steal, to carry, to lift. This has been going on for 12 years. They stole your wife. We are presently in the Supreme Court. We moved from the High Court to the Court of Appeal, and as at last month, we moved the case to the Supreme Court. Until we get justice, we are not resting on this matter. So why don't you exercise patience, be a man, and wait for the judgment from the Supreme Court instead of going to meet tabloids that have no credibility, if you ask me.
Now, wow, good 12 years. She and Daddy Freeze, they don't marry for so long. I even watched, some of the throwback when she married Daddy Freeze. The children, they've been still there, very, very young. Wow, all right, we'll continue.
In court, the judge looked at me. This was after, the son that was defending my ex. This was the 9th year. The 9th year after I had filed for a divorce. The judge asked me, she said, are you in a relationship? Are you presently in a relationship? I told the judge, yes, I am in a relationship. Presently, I am in a relationship. Presently, I have a son in my new relationship. And I said, my Lord, it has been 9 years. Actually, 11 years. 2 years of separation and 9 years of divorce. That is a total of 11 years. So, my Lord, it has been 11 years since I left my ex-husband. And I am presently in a relationship. I didn't hide it from the judge. And she looked at me and continued writing. And the son looked at me and said, my Lord, can you see? She said, and he said, you are a self-acclaimed adulteress. And I looked at the son. I said, I am not a self-acclaimed adulteress. I moved on. This is the 11th year. Are you expecting me to stay celibate? What was the ground? One of the major grounds on which I filed was because of
I was in a marriage with somebody that had a different
orientation from myself. I was being punished, and throughout the 10 years of that marriage, I was faithful. Faithful! I have an email written in his own handwriting, and I will bring it to any court, where he apologized for all the wrong he did to me in that marriage.
And they cut some places because some of the things are inappropriate, like knacking and all of that. Say her ex-husband, they knack fellow man. So you just keep on there to the born children. So now the reason for the marriage be that.
So if you're trying to distort the truth, the real truth, why I divorced you, as long as I'm alive, each time you come with your narrative, I will counter it. Each time you come with your narrative, I will remind the public that I, Benedicta Ilechi, I filed for a divorce from you. It's not the other way around. I wasn't caught in an adultery. I filed because of your...
I filed. You begged. Document of you begging is still with me. And I said no. So everything you're doing is as a result of your anger, your bitterness, that you couldn't continue keeping me in that cage. For 10 years, I didn't know what it feels like to be loved. I told you I was leaving you. And I told you that I wasn't just leaving you, that I'm going to leave you so that I can be in a better relationship, that I desire to know what it feels like to actually be married. I told you that. I desire to be married, to know what it feels like to be married, because I was never married for one day. On paper, we were married, but we were never married. You know we were never married. We were never married. We never shared the bedroom for one day. The only time you will invite me to your bedroom is when you want us to have a child. So what is this crying? I've been quiet 12 years, crying. I remembered my oldest daughter asking me, after she came back from her friend's house, I think she was 10. She came back, she said, Mommy, I went to visit my friend. And I noticed that her daddy and her mommy, they sleep in the same room. They sleep on the bed. Mommy, how come you don't sleep in daddy's room? She's now a woman. She asked me this question nearly 12 years ago, 13 years ago, 14 years ago. I told her, I said, go and ask your father why we don't share the same room. Go and ask your dad why he doesn't allow me to sleep in his room. My kids...
Wahala. Person you go know say, na man you dey do. You go come marry woman, keep am as furniture, keep am as baby making factory. Now wow, then you go dey enjoy your life. And when the woman say she won't move on, you go begin to dey make trouble because you feel say you get money. Thank God say the man where the woman self marry, kuku dey bam. But we would like to hear from the man, if at all. First person say even the kids are very comfortable with Daddy Freeze as their father. Biko leave them all. These social media people, please don't get carried away with sensational news. Then the second say in another part of the world, the fact that the marriage was built on a lie, considered fraud and misrepresentation or failure to disclose about an integral component of the marriage, it should be annulled. That is considered null and void as it is never even existed from the beginning. Wicked people trying to keep people's daughter in bondage just to cover up their mess. Thank God you found love thereafter. And next person say, now why I like traditional marriage sharp sharp. Your father go buy school app, carry your bride price with him umunna and return it back to the man's village head. Through kinsmen, finish. Marriage don't end. Then the second person say, now I see what Daddy Freeze saw and married you. You are smart and intelligent. Third person say, you are separated for 2 years already before filing for a divorce. Why is the process taking forever? 9 to 11 years? So they expected you to be single till this moment? Abeg says, let them say. Some people are just bitter when you are not suffering the way they expected. Sending you hugs and love, jare. Continue shining and pepper them. First person say, why will the court even take more than 3 months to dissolve a marriage, especially if the parties involved have been separated for 2 years? Then the second say, men can't stand it when a woman walks away and find love. Mr. Agege, shame on you. Go and marry your Agege partner. My sister Beck, enjoy your life, Jare. Why did he not tell you he was Agege before marriage? Yeah, man. They thought say the Nigerian judicial system is a complete failure. How does it take almost 12 years to finalize a divorce process? To fiakwa. Una know as we country be now, when money and power don't they involve, some things go dey change. My correct people dem no be small thing o. Thank God say she walked away. Na just how the level be that. Thank God say she walked away. She knows her worth and she decided to walk away. How you go just dey for marriage like this? Say you dey marry yourself to fiakwa. To fiakwa that kind marriage. Alright, my correct people dem, una thank you for watching. Una stay beautiful. Una bye.